Thank you for staying with Benchmark. In the Voice of Business, we analyze biz sentiment as expressed in the latest LMD Nielsen Business Confidence Index and the reason for the sudden change in confidence in Sri Lanka's corporate corridors. Here's Anushan Selvaraja with more.
Welcome to the Voice of Business. Joining me on the show this week is the Managing Director of the Nielsen Company, Shaheen Kader. Now, Shaheen, from a clear majority that ranged between 51 and 57% in the previous 3 months, only 37% now say that the national economy will improve in the year ahead. Could you elaborate on the reasons for this sudden change in confidence?
Yeah, I think we have seen strong GDP growth. But a lot of the growth has come from the construction sector, the tourism, telecom, transport, and fishing and agricultural sectors. Now, most of the businesses we interview are really not from the agricultural and fishing sectors. So therefore, when you take construction, which is one of the key drivers of growth, most of it is really on infrastructure development, which is a lot of government-led construction. So that has still not cascaded down really to the benefits of that haven't still cascaded down to the business. The small and medium sized businesses, perhaps the large have benefited, but not so much the small and the medium sectors. And therefore, the what's in it for me aspect of development, really these businesses have not really felt it, But I guess eventually, with GDP growth and the impact of development, construction, etc., we should cascade through to all sectors, and eventually I would imagine these numbers to go up substantially.
There's been a major upheaval in general opinions on FDIs, with a massive 82% expressing their optimism. Now, this is 17 percentage points higher than in September, and by far the most positive response to our question on investment prospects in years. What sensitivities do you think have contributed to this?
I think we need to first keep in mind that the survey was conducted in the first week of November, before the underutilized assets acquisition bill was actually passed in Parliament. So it is possible that if a survey was done today, opinions could have changed. We can see that the stock market has had one of its sharpest declines in mid-November, resulting in the all share price index being at its lowest level in over a year. So therefore, sentiment on FDIs, although it was high at the time we did the survey, we might need to wait and see for the next survey, and there may be some re-evaluation in the light of what's happened in the past.
Shaheen, less than a third of survey participants now expect the sales volumes to get better in the next 12 months, whereas a majority, 52%, were upbeat just last month, and 4 months ago, 7 in 10 BCI respondents said that their business expectations were high. What has happened, Shaheen? It seems there is a blight of pessimism running rampant through the business community.
Anushan, a few sectors like vehicles, consumer durables, we have seen continuous strong growth. But we track FMC branded FMCG spend at Nielsen, and we see that that the growth that we saw during the New Year, the Sinhala Tamil New Year period in March and April, has really not been sustained. And consumer offtake volumes on branded FMCG have remained more or less constant in the last 4 to 5 months. So as responses are given by businesses in many sectors, it appears that overall the majority is saying that they expect business volumes to remain more or less the same in the next 1 year rather than expecting strong growth. But although staying the same is coming from a higher base because they have had substantial volume growth over the past 12 months.
That was Shaheen Kader in conversation with Anushan Selvaraja. We hope you enjoyed our show. Do join us again next week at the same time.